This year, these three artists tried to humble Toxic Lyrikali. They ended up embarrassing themselves. But before we talk about what exactly they say to each other, let's first briefly discuss why they began feuding in the first place. Toxic Lyrikali is a rapper who has gained a reputation for working alone, with his most popular tracks being solo releases, where most artists rely on collaborations with bigger names to break through or stay relevant. Despite this, Toxic Lyrikali has made it clear that he's not entirely closed off to collaboration. Rather, he's simply selective, preferring to work with artists he genuinely connects with and not just anyone looking to gain relevance using his name.
Pia si lazima tupe collab. Kianza ustani ulianza kivyako. Sana prefer msi amejitambua kuanza.
Kasa Boss will be the first to learn this after his attempts at mentoring Toxic Lyrikali backfired, leaving him looking more desperate than helpful. Kasa Boss, a former rapper, is now known for using his platform, Street Vibes TV, to spotlight emerging talent from the ghetto, such as when he recently featured Mzagatas, whose freestyle, Life ni Fupi but Yangu ni Toja, went viral. Early this year, Kasa Boss went on social media to criticize Toxic Lyrikali's Rongai festival performance, where his friends joined him on stage, leading to a messy and choreographed performance.
Toxic Lyrikali is one of the biggest artists. My fans wake, my friends wake, my best wake wataiharibu because artist anaenda kuperform lakini unataka kuimba wimbo ni kama wewe ni yako.
Many saw this as a fair criticism, except Toxic, who went live instead, shifting focus from the advice itself to the credibility and intentions of the one offering it.
Usikue bombo, okolea mayuta cha ufala, unaokolea mayuta mwana finilia mayuta. Omse hata kukamsho, alafu analia support. Unalipata ticket, jo. Angalia show ndo hata ukitoka unaweza criticize, usikuje tu kubonga man. Kani lazima utaje mtu ndio uko relevant.
Kasa Boss would shortly after unintentionally prove Toxic right, reinforcing the idea that he was more interested in clout than constructive feedback, such as in his initial response where he overstated his own influence.
Nimefanya tu video, nimeshika level yako nikuonesha mimi si size yako na hizo vitisho baridi usiifanye tena. Usione kama mimi ndikako. Huko na mbogi. Mimi nao niko na mbogi times 20. Times 20, times 10, times 100.
Kasa Boss didn't stop there. He kept name-dropping Toxic Lyrikali, which started chipping away at his credibility and influence.
Ule ni mbuda kitu ya kwanza. Ule unaona gadi yanaga shughuli ya mtu unaona. Wewe kidogo nishaona ushaanza kupayuka kama sedese mingi. Wewe hata shindwa rada ni gani.
Fans would start calling him out, with one Toxic Lyrikali fan taking it further by threatening violence.
Hata kufanya wake hizi kusaidia. Haizi kutoa rangi. Hizi ndio tunakutoa rangi. Huyo fan wako.
Toxic ignored Kasa Boss completely, likely focused on paid collab offers from bigger artists, hinted at in posts like manager anasema collabo na Mario and hiyo pesa unataka kunipea ya collabo, toa nayo doba. Toxic would later address the topic in a live stream, indirectly bruising a few egos.
Katani kweli. Mnataka nijifanyie kila kitu, muorganize mnitafutia wasanii. Msinitafutia kina Mario.
Parotty, a fellow music artist, seemed the most triggered, likely because unlike Toxic Lyrikali, Parotty's breakout hits all came from collabs with bigger names like Major, Demore, and more recently, Tipsy Gee. He took it to social media to criticize Toxic Lyrikali's statements.
Toxic Lyrikali, boka doba au sio, punguza kiburi mtu wangu. Badala utafuta watu kama Parotty niulize ni aje, unaenda kwa mneti kusema wasanii wananiomba collabo. Bro, humble yourself. Fame uisha na kupe mwaka moja tu.
Parotty, though a controversial voice, was echoing a social media narrative framing Toxic as cocky. Things worsened when Obinna, during a live stream, revealed that Toxic had declined his interview request.
But I think I'd reached out to Toxic Lyrikali. Yes, I did. And he said at the moment, haiko aligned na nini yake. The interview that he wanted to do was more of a musical interview. Sikucheka ovyo ovyo.
Toxic Lyrikali, seemingly backed into a corner, defended his choices, hinting at a bigger strategic vision.
Alafu mnajua mbona sitaisha. Buri yangu ni ya dopa. Lakini sasa kwa life, the boy is humble. Mafans, mimi sijao onyesha kiburi. Wasanii ndo tunasumbuana huku mtandao. Wasanii muimbe mwachane na mimi.
At the same time, Obinna dropped a TikTok video clarifying his earlier comments, casting Toxic in a more positive light.
So for Toxic, ako tu sawa man. Why are you guys being hard on the guy man? You make a decision of what you want and how you want it. It's your life, it's your career.
Regardless, Toxic's name was dragged through the mud again, this time by Tipsy Gee, who went on an interview sharing his own run-in with Toxic's arrogance.
Nasema backbench alikunyima collabo. alininyima madhe.
Ulimapproach ukampigia simu?
Approach, yeah. Aliniambia hitilafu.
With his close ties to Parotty, it was no surprise that his advice echoed the same tone.
So at the end of the day, limelight ama spotlight ikagi kwako 24/7. Idatoka. Ya kama uko umeshake hands na wase, hakuna shughuli itaendelea, unanipata.
Toxic again ignored the criticism, choosing instead to fire back at those offering it, starting with a response to Tipsy Gee's celebratory post about hitting 100k subscribers.
Kumbe mnani advice na niliwapita kitambo. Unanyesha venye utaka kwa game na ndo unachukua black side.
Just like with Kasa Boss, Tipsy Gee ended up proving Toxic right, taking 3 separate shots at him in a single day. First came a skit featuring Tipsy in a flashy car, with 2 stand-ins playing furthermore and Toxic Lyrikali on motorbikes.
Nataka ikuwe mara ya kwanza na ya mwisho. Untajataja kwa hizo shughuli zetu. Aje sasa. Step sana. Step. Mzazi. Next time kwanza kunitia baby shower.
Furthermore had recently been dragged into the drama after criticizing Tipsy's collaboration with other urban tone artists. The skit seemed to promote collaboration over petty feuds, ending with Tipsy's car breaking down and him being forced to push it alone. But the message didn't quite land, especially after Toxic commented, "Kwani umekuwa TikToker, ingia studio." Later that same day, Tipsy appeared in an interview, shifting blame for the drama onto Toxic.
Si unajua tu watu wangu maze, big shout out kwa wasanii wenye wanapenda kutaja Tipsy Gee for the sake of clout-chasing, lakini nawapenda sana, mimi ni fan wenyu. Nashinda ukiniongelelea Tipsy Gee, ati umefika plek yako last week na mimi nilishika yangu kitambo, right? Sawa, mimi nakucelebrate, lakini si nimeshika yangu pia, unaona? Mimi pia niko na wins zangu zenye huja-attain, so come slow my G. Lakini wasa wananionanga kama competitor. Backbencher mazee ndo akona views mingi sana hapa Kenya sahi. Lakini sijui mbona ananiona kama threat bado.
To top it off, he performed Toxic Lyrikali songs during his MKU Freshers Night set. But instead of salvaging the situation, it only deepened the flop. Today, Toxic appears open to advice, but only when it comes from voices he considers informed and respectable.
Ndo macho nisapige mboka ya venye wanajua. Ndo ataka kuni advice ni kama kuna mbling kama hivi. Hauna mbling kama hivi. Bado nataka kuni advice. Anaweza kulipia rent na mbling moja tu. Napeleka manzi yako date na wewe na manzi yako na wapeleke date huko.
Which leaves a lingering question. Was the advice actually valid? Were Kasa Boss, Parotty, and Tipsy just haters riding the wave of Toxic's career? Or is it possible that both are true, that the advice itself had merit, even when the messengers didn't?